Hello guys and welcome to World of Tanks Tactics number 1. I'm playing a type in Lakeville. Usually your team goes 3 ways in this map. The 2 line, the valley. Usually they just camp at F2 or stay a little bit back and get shot by artillery. Somebody usually goes to the 4 line, either advances there, dies quickly or hides behind rocks, or then hides very near the base. And rest of the team, most of the team usually goes to the city, and this is where I like to go because that's where you have most cover and most possibilities to flank your enemies, which is always useful, especially in a tank-like type. My favorite spot in a medium tank is usually the corner of F0, right here. Either that, or then you can rush forward and go to the church, or even to the other side of the church, right up at these buildings. But usually I like to stay back at this corner a little bit, so I have an idea how the situation goes and let our heavies catch up. And another reason I like this corner is that it has some good cover. You can shoot the guys that are coming from that line where the tiger is, and basically with every tank you can go hull down with there by hiding behind the corner, because the corner is actually broken a little bit and you can just stick your gun and turret on top of that and hide your hull behind what's left of the house. I'm gonna speed things up a little bit because the most important bits of this replay are at the end of the video. Right now I decided to focus on that super Pershing just because I don't have shots at anything else. For those who don't know the weak spots on the super Pershing, those are on top of the turret, shoot the cupolas, or then right there. Especially good when they turn their turret. When you shoot there, you shoot the turret just below the spaced armor, and well, turret is always a good spot to shoot the super Pershing because that has the less armor, especially in the front. From the side you can really shoot at anything. And also, if you noticed, I was when I was peeking out of the corner, I was angling myself, so this was basically what the super Pershing saw. Only part that he could penetrate me was right at the axle here. If he, well, you can see he kept bouncing my lower plate, my upper plate. He didn't even try to hit my turret. It was a good decision because no way he will penetrate that. If you take a look at the minimap right now, you will see that most of the team is at the 2 line. So I have a decision now to make. Either we push on here, kill the enemies, and then make another decision whether to go cap or go back. Or I can go back right now and go defend the cap. But I decided that it's better to push on, because if you look at our team, we have all of our tier 7 heavies in the same spot here, and our tier 8 heavies are right here. So what I want to try to do now is make them push and kill these enemies, so we have one flank clear and then we can focus on that other flank. That's my plan right now. So I try to help our guys push and go first myself. That's usually the best way to make our guys push, and as you can see, they are starting to come. All of the tier 7s are moving, and but our tier 8s are moving back. But well, with this many tier 7s, we should be able to finish this Tiger 2 and IS very quickly. I decide there's no time to waste, and when I don't get to shoot that Tiger 2, I decide to go Sidehugging. This is a really useful tactic. in a type, especially against the Tiger 2 or any other high tank, because well, soon you will see why. I stick to his side closely, so he isn't able to turn, and actually this Tiger isn't even bothering to aim at me. But if he would have, he could only shoot my turret, which is very hard to hit and very hard to penetrate. So I killed the IS first because he was aiming at me. He was shooting HE, but still, I don't want him shooting at me. And then Tiger 2 gets destroyed. And then there's a Löw and T-34 who came to help those guys a little bit late, but now I had to make a decision again. Base is falling quickly, but I don't want to leave 2 tier 8s here flanking us, so I want to take care of them first. I don't want to go face to face with them, so I go flank them. Keep an eye on this Tiger, by the way, because I will forget about him. Löw is not aiming here, so I take one shot at his back. Pull back so he doesn't shoot me. Always repoint up, pull back always after you shot. Now I'm sidescraping. For those who don't know what sidescraping is, it's basically positioning you like yourself like this in a corner and pulling back a little bit, only letting the enemies shoot your tracks and your side in a very high angle. They will either do 0 damage at the tracks or bounce your side, because this is all what they see. Well, actually, it's hard to show on a replay, but as you can see, Löw shot me, only hit my tracks and tracked me. I reverse my tracks, and I go out and shoot him. Pull back again, and sidescrape again. Löw is turning, so I get a shot at his side, and he does 0 damage to my side. And yeah, well, I bounced the Löw, unfortunately. He comes forward and shoots me in my turret, bounces. I go out because he's reloading, take a careful shot at the lower blade, and don't bounce this time. Sidescrape again, waiting for Löw to make a move. He comes forward and penetrates me in the turret. Either he got really lucky or he's using gold ammo now. But either way, I don't really care because I decided to go sidescraping. Same deal as with the Tiger 2, as you can see. Löw is having a hard time keeping up with his turret, and I kill him before he gets even to shoot me. Then there's only T-34. I don't want him to shoot me because he can easily one-shot me. So and he can possibly penetrate my turret. So I decide not to side hack him because he has much better chance to kill me than the Löw does. But I noticed there's a wall here, and he's going on that side of it, and I decide to go on the other side of it. And what he can see of me is well, this. And T-34 has very inaccurate gun with long aiming time, so I'm sure that he will miss me. I take a shot at him. Now I had to side hack him because he broke the wall. But fortunately, he doesn't get to hit me because, well, he has very inaccurate gun and he was just trying to get a shot, and I keep moving and he didn't get to hit me. Now every tank on this flank has taken care of, or so I think, and base is being captured. So now is high time for me to get back to the base finally. I was hoping that our tier 8s could have kept them busy for a little bit longer, but unfortunately they decided to stay back, and well, I don't know. Don't want to blame them, but I got a feeling that they would have had could have done more than that. I unfortunately bounced Tiger, but he doesn't, so again I go side hack him. He misses me. Always remember to keep moving forward and backwards when you are side hacking somebody with type. And try to keep your target pointed at their gun, so if they do shoot, they would bounce. I unfortunately hit the only spot in the Tiger that I can bounce the viewport, well, the extra armor next to the viewport. And well, now I'm very close to dying, but fortunately he shoots my turret and I don't make the same mistake this time. But while I was finishing the tiger, our base got captured. But anyway, couple of very important decisions that I made here. Could have changed the game maybe if I would have gone back to base, but anyway, alright, it's a recap time now. I make two important decisions in this replay. First one was when we saw enemy team pushing in the 2-line and there was 2 heavies in the city. My thought at the time was that there's only 2 tanks in the city and the rest of the enemy team is in the 2-line pushing to our base. And my thought was, well, let's get rid of the 2 heavy tanks in the city, so when we go back to defend, they won't flank us and shoot us on our backs, because that would be a very bad situation. Second important decision was when, after we've killed the Tiger 2 and the IS, we saw 2 more tier 8 heavies in the city, and well, I didn't give the decision much thought, because most important thing in those decisions, those moments in the game, are that you need to do something quickly. If you stop and think about the situation for half a minute, well, the situation will be over and you have lost the game already. And since I was very close to them and already concentrating on killing the enemies, well, my first instinct was to go kill the 2 tier 8 heavies that were still in the city. Turned out that we lost the game, but was it because I pushed on and didn't go back to defend? Hard to say, really, because we did have 3 tier 8 heavies defending our gap and they didn't manage to do it. Could I have helped anymore with the tier 8 medium? Well, who knows, but the important thing is I did something and well, tried to help my team as best as I could. 3 techniques that I used in this video. First one was angling at the church against the super Pershing. Just angle your armor in high angle when you peek out and let enemies bounce off your front armor. Don't show too much of your side. Second one was Sidehugging. You need a tank with low profile and good turret like the type to do this. Stick to your enemy's side, don't let them turn, and just keep moving back and forth so they have a hard time hitting your turret, and then just keep shooting their side. Very easy technique to do, actually. Third one was Sidescraping, which is very hard to explain without being in training room, but basic idea is stick your nose to the corner of the building and just show your side in a very high angle so it will auto bounce or do 0 damage at your tracks. You should try this out in a training room with a friend or somebody and just get the feeling for it. It is really useful tactic to do. And now, well, let's take a look at the battle results. So that was a defeat with 115k credits earned and 1285 experience earned on a defeat with a steel wall and the Spartan medal. In team score, well, I get the idea that the T-34 and IS-3 in our team could have done a little bit more defending our cap, but it is hard to say when you are not yourself there. And in detail report, you can see that I took 15 shots while doing a lot of damage myself. That is mostly due to the techniques I was using in the video: angling, side-scraping and side-hacking, and that earned me 101k credits profit in a defeat, so it wasn't a bad match, but still, it was a loss, which is always bad. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Remember to subscribe, like and comment on the video, and I will see you guys next time.